Hello everyone, the Army of Otters here, and welcome back to the Unexplored Commonwealth. Today we're going to be checking out the USAF, United States Air Force Satellite Station Olivia. This location is very close to the beginning of the game, near Sanctuary, near Vault 111. It also has a strong connection to the Robotics Disposal Ground, which is very close, and we covered it just a couple episodes ago. Now, this satellite array has a lot of good loot inside, so let's waste no more time and let's jump on into it. Now, USAF Satellite Station Olivia is right next to the Robotics Disposal Ground, as I said, and we'll actually be starting this video at the Robotics Disposal Ground because there is a super amazing Sentry bot here which can help us. If you activate the terminal at the disposal ground and you click on play tape, which will play the Sentry bot's tape in the computer, or you can eject it and take it with you. Either way, play the tape and we can activate the Sentry bot, and upon activating the Sentry bot, we can then ask it to help us defend various military installations across the Commonwealth, one of those being the Satellite Station Olivia, which just so happens to be nearby. So if you activate the Sentry bot, it will help you clear out all of those areas, which can be very useful for a new player that doesn't have a lot of weapons or ammunition. So after that, we can just follow this badass all the way to Satellite Station Olivia. Now, according to some comments on my last video, he can get caught on some of the debris along the way, so it might actually just be a waste of time, but for me, I actually had no trouble. But for whatever reason, he could not kill a simple boat fly. But when it came to killing the raiders, well, he absolutely kicked their ass. In fact, I didn't kill any of the raiders besides some of their dogs. So thank you a lot, my giant murderous Sentry bot friend. As we come to Satellite Station Olivia, we'll find this large kind of central platform that we can climb up. However, there isn't a whole lot of loot up here besides some ammunition crates that obviously will have ammunition. If we come around here onto this very back area, we have this barrel with fire inside of it, and in the very back, well, there is nothing. So you can come up here for absolutely nothing. We also have this small wooden shack, and there's a toaster with a screwdriver in it. It kind of looks like a small lever or something. Not sure why it's like that. And then we can enter the actual main facility. We have this workbench, and there's some lockers and stuff, but really not a whole bunch of loot. There is some jet on this fallen cabinet. And after that, we can actually enter the main part of the satellite station. As we enter, do be careful because there is a laser tripwire, which can easily be deactivated. Inside of this main room, well, there isn't a whole lot, but there is a locked door, which we cannot access yet because it requires a terminal, or it actually just requires a key. Now, we'll come over here, and there are some raiders down here, so make sure you clear them out. Unfortunately, our Sentry bot friend will not come down here, probably because, well, he wouldn't fit inside of the tight corridors. We can find a bathroom over here, but there's nothing really in the bathroom besides this first aid kit, which has some random medical supplies in it. As we make our way further into the satellite station, eventually we'll find a locked chem box with some jet inside of it. And we'll find some more raiders, along with the specially named raider Ak-Ak. But Ak-Ak is really easy to kill, despite being kind of like a special enemy within this place. And if we come on down, there is a fusion core which we can take from this generator. So make sure you grab that bad boy, because you can never not have too many. And if we come over here, we can find Ak-Ak's dead body, which actually might have some good loot on it, such as a minigun and some ammunition, so make sure you pick that up. There's also a Vault-Tec lunchbox right there on my left on that small kind of shelf, but I got distracted by this raider. And in this room, we can find an overdue library book, which you might want to pick up. Also, there is an ammunition crate and this badass teddy bear that is smoking a cigar and has a military helmet on. And here's the overdue library book, which we can take. And coming back into the next room, we can find the Vault-Tec lunchbox, which just has some random junk inside of it. There's also this small closet, and there's some skeletons and stuff inside of these barrels. Not sure what the story is behind those guys, but hey, maybe a serial killer or something. Who knows? And over here in front of this double door that is locked, we can find a toolbox which contains a locket. This locket is a part of the quest, Returning the Favor, where Blake Abernathy asked the sole survivor to retrieve his late daughter's locket from raiders that murdered her. Pretty sad, actually. And then we can pick the novice lock into this large room where there's oil on the ground, and if we just shoot the oil with a laser pistol, it'll ignite the entire room on fire and also send some of those propane tanks flying. There is a medical kit in the corner, and over here in this instrument case, we can find the key to the intel room that we saw at the beginning. There's also a wooden crate in here that is a novice lock, and we can pick it to find some rat-away and just random junk. Here it happened to be a fire extinguisher. Also, this rad roach, for whatever reason, started freaking the fuck out. I just thought it was really interesting, really funny. I've never really seen this before in Fallout 4, but his body would not stop freaking out. I'm not sure why this happened. He wasn't stuck in the ground or anything, but yeah, anyways, head back to the intel room using the key that we found in that locked room. We can find a mini nuke right here in the middle table. There is a novice locked safe in the back, which contains random loot, random junk, random ammo. There's also this duffel bag, which again has some random ammunition in it, a random weapon like a Molotov cocktail. We have this skeleton back here and also a trunk with more random loot, random ammunition. And we can also find this U.S. Covert Operation Manual, which permanently makes it more difficult to be detected while sneaking. Make sure you pick up that manual because apparently it will disappear forever after this area resets upon visiting it for the first time. So please do not forget it, and if you missed it, well, I'm so sorry. Make sure you pick it up on your next playthrough. After that, if we head to the northwest, just northwest of Satellite Station Olivia, we will find a crashed vertibird. Now, there's really not much inside of the vertibird itself. We can't even find a skeleton. We don't know what happened, but probably crashed during the Great War. But we can find a full set of power armor, and this power armor will level depending on your character. If you're a lower level, it'll be T45, but the higher the level you are, the better the power armor will be. So keep that in mind. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching this episode of the Unexplored Commonwealth. I hope you enjoyed. Satellite Station Olivia was a really fun place to explore, some fun combat, and some interesting quests along the way, even if they are a bit sad. If you guys have any recommendations for future locations, future videos, please post them in the comments section below, and as always, until next time.